Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Tarkov Loot Guides. So today I'm going to be making a video about, in my opinion, the most broken loot run that is currently in the game. Um, so be sure that you check this one out because I have a feeling like they're either going to severely nerf this or patch it. So as everything goes, this is pretty much focusing towards PvE. You can do this in PvP, but I think most people in PvP know about this. It's going to be really contested, and I mean, you're statistically probably not going to get it. Now, obviously, you can, but um, yeah, this loot run is insanely broken. Last night, for example, in 10 minutes, I got 2 LEDXs, an Intel folder, a Bitcoin folder, probably another 5 to 100, 800K worth of stims, and it's very minimal risk. So this is on labs, which labs have raiders and PMCs, even if you're on PvE. So it's going to be one of those things where you got to be careful. But I will show you guys the easiest way to get down in there, and as minimal risk as possible. So before we get into the actual loot run itself, a couple things, and this goes along with it being labs, that you're going to need. So you're going to want a good helmet. I recommend the X-Fills. The reason why is because you can attach contacts to them, and the 6s and the 5s are the best headsets in the game. Problem is if you get the over-ear ones that are not attachable via the rails on the X-Fills, they're pretty spendy. Um, you the plus side is you can run an ops core that has a slap if not, but basically you want a good helmet, class 4 high cut helmet preferably, and then you want 5s or 6s. Doesn't really matter which one. Um, if you can get the Death Shadow, get that. But for chest rigs, bring at least class 5 plates. Doesn't matter. Yes, you're going to be a little chonky, but it's lab, so it's a very small map. Um, I recommend the Osprey. The reason why is because it has 2 triple slots here, so you can put a serve. I put my Grizzly in here. Grizzlies will stop any type of bleeds, fractures, any of that stuff, so I just put it right here. You can bring nades. Nades are very beneficial, but you shouldn't have to. I mean, it's really just for baiting out PMCs and rogues. So I run the Osprey protection, class 5 plates all around. Backpack, make sure you bring a big bag because you're going to be doing a lot of looting. As far as weapons go, anything as high pen, ammo, bring, like I said, class 4 ammo is what I would bring bare minimum. Key cards. You can. The only key card that I really recommend here is black and blue. I don't really recommend blue, but if you're going to do this run and you want to have another key card, you can run blue. Black is kind of the run black for sure. Get a black key card if you have the money. You're obviously going to need a labs access card. These can be bought off of Flea. They're a little pricey right now at $250, or you can get them through Therapist once you have unlocked her barter. Make sure you bring an injector's case if you can afford one, and a sick organizational pouch. These are not necessary, but they are going to be huge, and you'll see why. So other than that, bring food, water, bring healing supplies, that typical sort of thing. I mean, there's nothing special that differs from any other guide as far as food, water, healing supplies. So without further ado, we're going to get into this. Before we actually load into the raid itself, though, I apologize for the delay in uploads. I kind of got busy and sidetracked with some other stuff, and honestly, I just really wasn't in the mindset to be making YouTube videos. So I took a little bit of a break on that, but we're back. And as long as I can continue to think of new guides and stuff, I took a break from Tarkov for like a month or two. But as long as I can continue to think of guides, well, I've got get put out, and I might do some No Man's Sky guides too. So I've been playing with one of my buddies, but we'll see. So I'd like to thank everybody though for all the support on the previous videos. I know that I've said it before, but I just want to reiterate that it's awesome. So with the spawn that we got here, let me figure out exactly where I'm at. This isn't a main lobby spawn. Okay. We spawn on the complete opposite side of where we need to be. But that's okay. So, realistically, there's only one place that you want to go to. I didn't get the most ideal spawn for this loot route, but we'll make it work. You're going to want to be going towards Black Room. Black Room is going to be in the laboratory area, which when I get over there, I'll show you guys what I mean. It is as far away from the lobby as you can possibly get. So here's the lobby right here. So there's tons of ways to get over here. Scared the fuck out of me. Well, got our first contact. So that's the big thing about labs. Is you got to be careful for shit like that. So I believe these were PMCs. Yeah, they were. So if I had to give you some advice on what to do is avoid that at all costs. This is a really good and safe way as you come down here in the underground part. Yes, PMCs and rogues can spawn here. However, um, generally speaking, there's a lot less of them down here. So pretty much what you want to do is if you're in the lobby, just run as far away from the lobby as possible. And you'll eventually make your way up there. So is this a sewers? Yep. So this is a sewers. And you can get straight to the laboratory from sewers. The way that I found out about these routes as far as getting there is basically just trial and error. Just run through the bottom part. You'll see a staircase. Take that staircase up. That staircase will take you somewhere in the vicinity of where you need to go. That's the easiest way to put it. See right here. Should pop us out pretty close to the lab, if not right underneath. I believe that it'll be right underneath, and yes it is. So this area was added with the infected event. So before you do anything, come in here, turn the power on. Okay. Then you want to come in here. So you can see two G28s. We got MIA AP, APSX, 338 AP, MAI AP. I mean, you guys see the fucking ammo here. So this is why this method's so broken. Make sure you check right here because there's going to be a keycard spawn, and it will be for this right here. So there can be a spawn on this as well. This will be the residential unit keycard. They're guaranteed to spawn at least one per raid, and they have two uses. And I will show you why you want this. So first off, come in here. Some GPs, intel folder. Come over here. Get a rooster. I'm not going to take that, but there's a skull ring. Another rooster, a teapot, a badge. So I have gotten, I can't even tell you how many bitcoins out of this place. Get your keycard. They cannot be listed on Flea. They only have two uses, but there's one guaranteed every single raid. So as long as you keep up on it, you'll be able to get it. I've not seen any PMCs or raiders spawn in here. You want to take an immediate right, and you're going to check this room. Check this coffee cup. That could be another spawn. Sorry if I keep sniffling. I've been a little sick. Make sure you check these, because stems can spawn in these little holders. See, there's prime example right there. Keycard can also spawn behind this thing. And then moving on. There will sometimes be a med bag here. None of these med cases have stagnant spawns. You want to check under these because the keycard can spawn on those. See, they did not this time. You want to check in here. The keycard can spawn in here. It did not this time. I don't know why I just picked up morphine. You want to check on these tables because there will be loose stems. And then over here, there can be loose stems. So it looks like it's already kind of a bust this raid, but, you know, we'll see if we redeem ourselves with a lead X or something. Lead X's are fairly common. Would be loose stems, obviously, over here. Over here. There can be the keycard spawn underneath this, so make sure you check that. Come on. Keycard can spawn on top of here as well. And then coming in here, you have more loose stem spawns over here. This is kind of garbage for stem spawns. I mean, SJs are really good, but, you know, normally I'm getting a lot of stems through here. So just check this table for loose stems. I believe the keycard can spawn right here, I want to say. It's somewhere on the table. Off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly. I don't know if the keycard has a spawn on that, but did not see it. Then the keycard can spawn over here. So I missed the spawn somewhere. I apologize for that. It's going to make it kind of scuffed, but those are the spawns that I remember off the top of my head. We go back and look one more time because I feel like I'm missing one spot that it could be in. It's over here in this one. Huh. Well, leave it to me to not remember all the keycard spawns. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but it is guaranteed to spawn every single raid. You can see I've got plenty of them here just from doing these raids. It's this method's so broken. So this was kind of a bust of a raid as far as this goes, but I think I got a LEDX, an Intel folder, and 2 Bitcoins just from this little area. 100% free, by the way. You do not need anything to get into this area. So moving on from here, you have blue room right here, which if you have blue keycard, what I usually do is this. So instead of just opening the door, you come over here, you want to check this table, because there can be keycard spawns. Just kind of check around, check the chairs, check in here, see if there's anything that looks like it's worthwhile for you using your keycard. If not, you know, then don't use it. I mean, it's as simple as that. And then we're going to go to Black Room next, which Black Room I feel like they buffed because I have gotten just an absolutely absurd amount of lead X's out of Black Room. I got 2 in one raid yesterday. So always check your corners, run in here. What I like to do is hop up on this box, kind of see down, see stems, check in here. Lead X can spawn on this. Lead X can also spawn over here. And I believe one can spawn on this chair. So you can see there's not one, but just for the sake of the video, we're going to open it since this was kind of a dry loot run. And if you don't do Black Room, it's costing you, I would say, on the high end, 250K per raid for a Labs access card. If you are running Black Room, it's probably going to cost you close to $1 million a raid if you factor in the cost use and that sort of thing. I mean, realistically, I would say 95% of your raids you make that back easy. I mean, even though this was a bust of a raid, I'm probably still going to make profit on this because each of these stims on the low end is probably 20 to 30k. These SJs are about 100k a piece right now in PvE at least. So you figure I've got what 300k in SJs alone, and then the intel folder is probably another 3 to 400k, so there's 700k. Then the rest of these miscellaneous stims, the skull, that sort of thing. The ammo is a big part. So this ammo is meta. Like M993 is class 6 pen, and it's like that every single raid. There's tons of ammo. I've gotten spears, I've gotten G28s, I've gotten 7.62 scars, I've gotten pretty much any gun that you can think of that's really good, minus like 338s and M60s and stuff like that. But as far as assault rifles, I've gotten mutants, I've gotten scars, I've gotten MDRs, and they're all the 7.62 variant as far as the scar and MDR go, so they're the good ones. So getting out of here, you come down this staircase, so you'll have to double back, and we're basically going to do reverse of what we did. We run to the sewers. Again, check your corners. PMCs and raiders can spawn in here. Albeit not very likely, it is possible. So, you're going to run down this long hallway, take a left. You're going to come down here into the sewers. You're just going to follow all the way down. Take another left. Going to get into the boiler room here. Then you're going to take a right and run all the way down. And this helps alleviate a lot of that having to check every single corner that you have to if you go up top. So your risk is minimalized by a lot. It is exponentially safer to do this. So here are your exfil elevators. So when you get to this point, what I like to do is I like to come down, open this door, because you're going to have to run back through this door. You're going to take a right. You're going to come through here. You're going to see these damaged elevators. You're going to take a left. Make sure you check this corner up here because AI does like to kind of rat in that corner. This is what you need to turn on. You're going to hit that button to turn on the elevators. After you've turned on the elevators, you're going to run back in here. And here's your exfil. As simple as that. I mean, this loot route has made me, I couldn't even tell you how much. I think my stash value's gone up like 50 or 60 mil and maybe 15 raids, 20 raids, something like that. It's egregious. It's really nice, but it's crazy. So this was kind of a bust of a raid. If you guys want to see me run this and you kind of want to see the potential of this before you go all in and start doing this method, you guys can check me out on Twitch, which I don't think I have that link, so I'll probably just stream on YouTube. But you can check me out streaming on YouTube, so you can see 13 minutes and 59 seconds. And this was not an efficient raid. This was a raid of me trying to explain stuff. So you can see when the efficiency gets brought into play, it's going to be a lot better. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely get to this before they patch it though, because they are going to patch it. I can almost guarantee you. In some way, they're going to patch it. They're either going to nerf it into the ground, or they're going to require a key card to get back in there. So again, use this before it gets patched. It's a phenomenal money making method, and it's pretty low risk. You saw I only ran into 2 PMCs. That was it. So I want to thank everybody again for the support on the other videos. Did a lot better than I ever thought. Got a couple subscribers, so that's always nice. But if you guys do want to see some other videos, maybe you don't want to run labs or you don't feel confident, and you want some other low risk methods, I have my Lighthouse guide, which is probably the lowest risk guide that you will see. And then I also have my Shoreline guide, which does require keys, and does require you to go to Health Resort. But if you need questing items like O-scopes and stuff like that, that is a phenomenal map to do it. There's also a lot of quests on Shoreline, so it kind of ties hand in hand with that. There's not really any quests on Labs, and there is some, but they're usually later games, so you're not going to be knocking out quests while you're looting with this guide. The other ones you can, though. Um, yeah, if you guys want to see any more guides or have any criticism or anything like that, please leave a comment. They're incredibly helpful, and I love anytime one of you guys leaves a comment because it either gives me something to build off of or an idea for a guide that somebody wants to see, even if it's only one person that watches it. If it helps out that one person, great. So I hope everybody enjoyed this guide. I know that it was kind of a little scuffed. I'm going to have to try and get back into the swing of things, but I'll be brainstorming other guides and video ideas as soon as I can. I got a couple that I'm thinking of, but let's see what the community thinks first, and then we'll go off of those. But yeah, like I said, be sure to check out my other videos. Until I get those videos posted, I will see you guys later.